Hi there and welcome to Bitesize Piano. In this video I'm going to go over 5 bad habits that you may or may not be making with your piano playing, your piano practice. The majority of these are based on my own experience as an actual piano teacher, and I tend to see this a lot. I'm making this video today because you may be developing these habits as well. And just quickly, make sure you give the subscribe button a great big hug and you give the like button a little kiss and turn on bell notifications so you're always notified every time I upload a new video and you can learn something new. So the first bad habit is to do with chords, and I actually get this comment a lot as well as experiencing this with my own piano students, is that you only play chords in root position. So it's really important to be comfortable with playing inversion chords, so you're not just limiting yourself to only playing one shape up and down the piano, and it creates a lot of hand movement. Make yourself get comfortable with inversion chords. I have so many videos on my channel that will help you, like exercises that you could do, so they're really useful, so I've linked those down below. Just get out of the habit of only playing chords in root position. Generally there's 3 different ways to play a triad chord. So there's root position, and then there's first inversion and second inversion. It will help you know your chords really well because you're having to really know the individual notes, the 3 different notes within a triad chord. So don't limit yourself to just root position chords, and experiment with inversions and get comfortable using different shapes of chords on the piano. So the second bad habit is overuse of the pedal, or relying too much on the sustain pedal. Now obviously this only affects you if you have a sustain pedal and you've got used to using it and you've sort of developed the technique behind using it, and then you rely on it too much to the point where you have forgotten how to actually manually, physically play smoothly with your hand. What I tend to see is that we're sort of hopping around the piano with our fingers and not like tucking in, going over, stretching, physically joining the notes together to create smooth and legato playing. Using the pedal does not make you play legato, it just elongates the sound of the notes. So make sure that you're not avoiding, like stretching your hands, going under, and it's a really, really bad habit to get into. I enjoy using the pedal a lot, but there are moments, many moments within a piece of music where it would be nice to use contrast and not use any pedal, and it can highlight a section, or it can, again, just create a nice like textural contrast within a piece of music. So experiment with not using the pedal and making sure that you're actually playing passages of music smoothly where it's needed. So my third bad habit, and I'll probably get a little bit of flack and hate for this one, and that's mainly on YouTube, and that's relying on only learning things via the Synthesia videos. So I understand they are good and bad. I personally don't use them on my channel. I won't ever use Synthesia on my channel. I don't use Synthesia, like the drop down, I call it Tetris, the drop down Tetris notes in my real piano teaching, so I wouldn't use them for my YouTube tutorials either. So the ones that are just where the piano lights up and there's no one actually playing it, they are the worst ones because you're not actually seeing the hands, you're not seeing which fingers, what technique the person playing it is using. It discourages you from learning the names of the notes on the piano, which is so easy. It discourages you from actually learning how to read music. If you don't learn how to read music and just rely on learning songs via Synthesia, all those type of apps, it will become quite limiting, and yeah, you will find that you're just too reliant on it. So try learning how to read music. It will feel like you've gone down an entire, like you're starting again from the beginning and you're just playing like learning where C is, learning where D is, when you've been learning songs via Synthesia, playing some maybe intermediate style pieces of music, but you've probably been learning them with bad habits such as using strange fingers amongst other things. It's definitely worth knowing how to read music, and it's a lot more rewarding, so you can understand music better, you understand the theory of music better. When you understand the theory and in terms of the sheet music, it makes learning a piece of music a lot more wholesome, and yeah, you're not relying on Tetris to which note to play. However, I appreciate Synthesia can be good if you're just starting out and you just want to learn a song, and it can be a quick way to get started, you know, so you can learn your enthusiasm for learning how to play the piano, which you then may want to explore finding a piano teacher from then on. So number 4, and this one drives me mad as a teacher, and I used to do it as well. It used to drive my piano teachers mad as well. It's only knowing how to play a piece of music or a song just from the beginning. So this is bad because if you make a mistake like partway through a song and you don't know how to pick it back up again and just carry on playing, you only know how to play it from the beginning. So you keep playing it from the beginning, you keep playing it from the beginning until you get to this mistake. Playing it from the beginning, this chunk of thing that you can play, is not going to help you solve that issue when you get to it. You need to be able to tackle a piece of music head on. If you come across an area you're not that confident with yet, for whatever reason you just keep messing up in this one, or there's a few areas, you need to loop that section, play it really, really slowly, repeat, and then try repeating it a couple of bars before and after, and try, then blend it in with the rest of the song. So playing a piece of music from the beginning isn't going to solve that issue. It's just going to make you more and more frustrated. So what I do with my students is I highlight with an actual highlighter on their music, dots. I put dots and I say, right, you're gonna, for next lesson or in a couple of lessons time, be able to start the piece of music from these bars or from these areas. And it's just to get you and my students out of their comfort zones. So you're actually looking at the music and you're developing that relationship with the sheet music again, instead of just having it all memorized and you can't remember where you are on the piece of sheet music. So really it's to enable and encourage you to really learn a piece of music inside and out. So you could start it from any point. Another thing you could do is just close your eyes, start from there. Whatever that bar is, start from there. And again, make yourself get out of your comfort zone with not only being able to play from the beginning of the piece or from an obvious section of the piece. And this will help you with your sight reading. It will help you if you go wrong, if you're in a performance and you make a boo-boo, and you can, instead of just freezing or being like, I don't know how to get back into this, you know exactly where you are and you can read it, and then you're off on your way again. So with mistakes, the important thing is just to try to carry on and push through them. Professionals, concert pianists make mistakes, but it's how you recover from them that matters. So my 5th and final bad habit is kind of a bad habit. It's not really knowing the difference between practicing and playing. I'm referring a lot to some of the parents of some students that I teach. It's not a dig to them at all. They will tell me that they have seen their child practice a lot that week, and what probably they've actually done is they've just played a lot of piano, which is great, which is the point of learning how to play the piano, is that you're playing and enjoying pieces just purely for pleasure. You're just playing them because you enjoy playing them. But they've just been playing pieces they maybe already know and that they're comfortable with, and they're just having a little play. That is not practicing. So practicing is, as we spoke about before in the previous point, focusing on a section that you're trying to learn, to obtain to memory basically, and repeating it over and over again, doing things like drilling scales, some exercises, so doing some technical practice as well. So it's important to mix your practicing and playing up, because we practice to be able to play. Practicing requires a lot more determination, a lot more discipline. Playing is a result of all of that. So those were my 5 bad habits that I tend to see time and time again. So let me know in the comments if you are guilty of doing any of those. So I hope to see you in the next video, and I hope you are all well. Bye. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and that it's useful. If you'd like to leave a piano tutorial request, you need to click on this video, which takes you through to my official request space. You do need to be subscribed. All requests are noted and considered, so I look forward to seeing you over there.